You won't believe what's been unfolding behind the scenes in Q50's world since Lil Jeff's sudden death. Fans are still reeling, and the emotional fallout, it's downright explosive. What started as heartbreak quickly spiraled into chaos, betrayal, and family drama so intense, it feels like a reality TV meltdown. Rumors of secret fights, shocking accusations, and unexpected alliances have everyone talking, and nobody's safe from the fallout. Emotions ran high as the circle around Q50 fractured, exposing raw wounds and hidden agendas. Was Lil Jeff's death really the tragic accident we all thought? Or is there a darker story lurking beneath the surface? One that threatens to destroy everything Q50 has built? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will change everything you thought you knew about Q50's rise, fall, and the haunting shadows that followed Lil Jeff's last breath. The family was left divided, friends betrayed, and fans shocked into silence. This is the story no one dared to tell, until now. Ever since Lil Jeff passed away, Q50's life has been nothing short of a storm filled with heartbreak, confusion, and chaos that nobody saw coming. Fans remember the early days when Q50 and Lil Jeff were tight, like brothers bonded by more than just music. They were inseparable on the scene, dropping hits and building a fan base that was ready to ride with them till the end. But then, out of nowhere, everything shattered. Lil Jeff's death hit like a bombshell. What was supposed to be a tragic accident suddenly opened up a whole can of worms. The stories coming out aren't just about grief anymore. They're about secrets, fights, and a betrayal that no one expected. People close to Q50 say things haven't been the same since. The once unbreakable bond between Q50 and Lil Jeff's family started to crack almost immediately after the funeral. Emotions ran high, and trust began to slip away like sand through fingers. Rumors spread that Q50 wasn't there enough for Lil Jeff's family, that he was distant when they needed him most. Some say it was because Q50 was drowning in his own pain. Others whisper that he was hiding something darker, something he didn't want anyone to find out. In the weeks after Lil Jeff's passing, there were reports of heated phone calls, late-night texts filled with accusations, and confrontations that left people shocked. One insider who requested to stay anonymous told us Q50 and Lil Jeff's cousin DeAndre had a massive blowout over money and loyalty. It got so bad that they stopped talking altogether. The whole family was left divided, and it tore their world apart. It wasn't just family drama. Friends who had once been close to both men started taking sides. Some believed Q50 was genuinely heartbroken but overwhelmed by the pressure, while others thought he was playing a double game, profiting off Lil Jeff's death while keeping quiet about what really happened. The fans? They were caught in the middle, confused and desperate for answers. Social media exploded with theories. Some accused Q50 of not caring enough. Others defended him fiercely, saying grief affects everyone differently. One of the most shocking revelations came from a leaked conversation between Q50 and a close friend. In the audio, which quickly went viral, Q50 could be heard saying, "I never wanted him to go like that." But some people made sure things went sideways. That cryptic line sent shockwaves through the community, sparking rumors that Lil Jeff's death wasn't an accident at all. The drama didn't stop there. As the months passed, Q50's behavior became more erratic. Fans noticed he was posting less, avoiding interviews and disappearing from the spotlight altogether. Some insiders say he was battling depression. Others say he was trying to figure out how to handle the growing pressure from fans and family alike. Meanwhile, the media caught wind of a supposed secret investigation into Lil Jeff's death. Sources claimed authorities were reopening the case due to new evidence that pointed to foul play. Suddenly, what everyone thought was a closed chapter became a live controversy. One close friend revealed Q50 was terrified. He didn't know who to trust anymore. Every phone call, every knock at the door felt like the walls were closing in. He even hired private security just to feel safe. That's when the gossip mill went into overdrive, with some insiders claiming Q50 was being threatened by unknown people who didn't want the truth about Lil Jeff to come out. At the same time, new players emerged in the story. A mysterious figure known only as Taylor appeared on the scene, claiming to have been Lil Jeff's confidant in the weeks before his death. Taylor said Lil Jeff confided in them about feeling watched and unsafe, and even hinted at a betrayal from within their own circle. This added another layer of suspense, making everyone wonder, Was there a mole among Q50's closest allies? The tension finally boiled over during what was supposed to be a private memorial event for Lil Jeff. The gathering, attended by family, friends, and close fans, turned into a powder keg. Q50 and DeAndre crossed paths for the first time since their fallout. Voices were raised. Accusations flew like daggers. And at one point, the police had to be called to break up the confrontation. Eyewitnesses say DeAndre shouted, "You knew more than you said. Why didn't you protect him? You were supposed to be family." Q50's response was chilling. "I did everything I could. Some things are bigger than us." That night, the family was left more divided than ever. Social media lit up with clips of the argument, and fans were devastated to see the brothers-in-arms turn into bitter enemies. The drama wasn't just about grief anymore. It was about blame, secrets, and a search for justice that seemed to be slipping further away with every passing day. While all this was happening, Q50's music started reflecting the chaos around him. His latest tracks were darker, more introspective, with lyrics hinting at betrayal and loss. Fans who once celebrated his rise were now listening closely for clues, trying to decode the pain behind the verses. One song, rumored to be about Lil Jeff's death, included the line, "Shadows in the night, who's really on my side? Trust is just a lie, in a world that's cold and wide." It was clear that Q50 was using his art to process the tragedy, but it also raised questions. Who was he really pointing at? Amidst all this, a surprising twist came when Lil Jeff's younger sister, Monet, spoke out publicly for the first time since the tragedy. In an emotional video, she accused Q50 of turning his back on their family when they needed him most. Her words shocked fans and added fuel to the fire. Monet said, "We were left picking up pieces, and instead of helping us, Q50 disappeared. That hurts more than losing Jeff." Her statement split the fan base even further, with some condemning Q50 and others defending him as a grieving friend trying to stay afloat. Then, an unexpected ally for Q50 appeared, Lil Jeff's longtime producer, DJ Slim. In an exclusive interview, DJ Slim revealed that behind the scenes, Q50 was trying to keep Lil Jeff's legacy alive. Q50 was the one pushing to finish Jeff's last album, DJ Slim said. He wanted the world to remember Jeff for his talent, not the tragedy. This revelation complicated the narrative, showing a side of Q50 that many hadn't seen before. A man torn between guilt, grief, and a desperate need to honor his friend. As Q50's world kept unraveling, new drama surfaced when an old rival, rapper Kalo, reignited beef with Q50. Apparently, Kalo used the tragedy to throw shade and question Q50's authenticity. In an Instagram live, Kalo said, "If Q50 was really about Jeff, he wouldn't be hiding behind sad songs. Real ones show up when it counts." The comments sparked a heated online exchange, with fans choosing sides and the internet exploding in chaos. Amid all this tension, Q50 found himself caught in a whirlwind of emotional and public battles. The pressure was mounting, and sources say it pushed him to a breaking point. Insiders close to Q50 say he began isolating himself, cutting off communication with everyone except his closest circle. One friend said, "He stopped answering calls, missed shows, even cancelled an entire tour. It was like he was disappearing from the world, peering from the world." But the most shocking moment in this saga came when Q50 was spotted in a late-night altercation outside a popular club. Eyewitnesses say voices were raised, and things almost turned physical before security intervened. Rumors spread that the fight was linked to ongoing tension with Lil Jeff's family and the mysterious threats Q50 had been receiving. Some fans worry that the situation might spiral out of control, turning this tragic story into something even darker. And just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any worse, a bombshell interview leaked online. Q50's ex-girlfriend Rhea gave a tell-all interview, revealing private details about their relationship and what happened after Lil Jeff's death. Rhea claimed that Q50 was battling not just grief, but also guilt over secrets he kept about the night Lil Jeff died. She said, "There are things he hasn't told anyone, things that could change how people see the whole story." Her words sent shockwaves through the community, and fans began demanding answers. This is where the story stands today. Q50, caught in the middle of a whirlwind of grief, betrayal, family drama, and a search for truth that seems just out of reach. With every twist, the fans get more invested, the family gets more divided, and the mystery around Lil Jeff's death grows darker. But as the dust settles for now, one thing is clear: this is far from over. After the leaked interview with Rhea dropped, the whole Q50 narrative shifted overnight. Fans were no longer just mourning Lil Jeff. They were demanding answers about the secrets Rhea hinted at. Social media blew up with speculation, with hashtags like truth about Lil Jeff and Q50 exposed trending for days. People couldn't get enough of the drama, but with every new rumor, the pressure on Q50 grew heavier. Despite all this, Q50 stayed tight-lipped. His silence only fueled the fire. Insiders say he was torn between protecting Lil Jeff's memory and facing the backlash from the revelations. Friends close to him revealed that Q50 was spiraling emotionally, caught in a battle with himself that fans didn't see. He was fighting depression, guilt, and the weight of the public eye, one source said. It was like he was trying to keep his world together, but the cracks were showing. As rumors about what really happened the night Lil Jeff died continued to spread, new details began to leak from unexpected places. An anonymous tip to a popular hip-hop blog claimed that there was a secret meeting on the night of Lil Jeff's death, one that Q50 supposedly didn't attend, but should have. According to the tip, tensions between Lil Jeff and another rapper, Big V, had been escalating for weeks, and some believe this confrontation played a role in what happened. This threw a whole new light on the story. Who was Big V? Fans dug deep, uncovering old beefs and shady dealings between Big V and Lil Jeff. The internet quickly painted a picture of rivalry, jealousy, and dangerous enemies lurking just outside the spotlight. Q50's name came up again, with critics asking why he hadn't done more to protect Lil Jeff from these threats. Some even suggested that Q50 knew more than he was letting on, but was too scared to speak up. In the midst of this chaos, Q50's relationship with Lil Jeff's family deteriorated further. Monet, Lil Jeff's sister, doubled down on her accusations in an emotional interview with a local radio station. She said, "We lost Jeff, and instead of being a brother, Q50 became a stranger. He turned his back on us when we needed him the most." Her words reignited the family feud and pushed Q50 into the public eye again, not as a grieving friend, but as a target of blame. However, just when it seemed like Q50 was alone in this battle, an unexpected ally stepped up. DeAndre, Lil Jeff's cousin, who had been one of Q50's harshest critics. Sources say that behind closed doors, DeAndre reached out to Q50 in an attempt to mend fences. A private meeting was arranged at a downtown studio where emotions ran high. According to insiders, DeAndre confronted Q50 with questions about his whereabouts on the night of Lil Jeff's death, while Q50 defended himself, insisting he was innocent of any wrongdoing. One person who was present described the encounter. "It was tense, like a powder keg ready to explode." DeAndre was furious, but you could see that deep down, he wanted to believe Q50. Q50, on the other hand, looked broken but determined to clear his name. This meeting didn't end all the drama, but it marked the first step toward possible reconciliation, something fans had been desperately hoping for. But the peace was short-lived. Shortly after the meeting, a new video surfaced online that threatened to blow everything apart again. The footage showed Q50 in a heated argument with an unknown man, believed to be linked to Big V's crew. Voices were raised, threats exchanged, and for a moment, it looked like the violence might escalate. Fans were shocked and divided. Was Q50 fighting for his life? Or was this evidence of deeper involvement in the drama? Meanwhile, the investigation into Lil Jeff's death took a wild turn. Sources close to the police revealed that forensic experts had found new evidence, something small but significant, that suggested the accident might have been staged. This led to speculation that Lil Jeff's death was not a random tragedy, but a carefully planned event. The news sent shockwaves through the community and left Q50 under even more scrutiny. 50's camp denied any involvement in foul play and insisted that he was focused on honoring Lil Jeff's legacy. But the damage was done. The lines between friend, foe, and suspect blurred, turning the entire situation into a tangled mess of accusations and doubt. Even loyal fans struggled to separate fact from fiction. Amid all this turmoil, Q50's personal life began to unravel. His relationship with Rhea, already strained, collapsed under the weight of secrets and mistrust. Sources say the two had several explosive arguments, with Rhea accusing Q50 of hiding the truth, and Q50 blaming the media for twisting their story. Their breakup added another layer of heartbreak to the saga, And fans mourned not just the loss of Lil Jeff, but the crumbling of two people once close. As if that wasn't enough, Q50's public image took another hit when an old video from a studio session leaked. In the clip, Q50 was heard making controversial remarks about Lil Jeff's family, words that many interpreted as disrespectful and cold. This sparked outrage among fans and deepened the divide between Q50 and those closest to Lil Jeff. Some fans called for boycotts, while others defended Q50, saying the clip was taken out of context. During this time, Q50's music became even darker and more personal. His newest tracks were filled with references to pain, betrayal, and survival. One song, in particular, titled Shadows, seemed like a direct response to the rumors and accusations swirling around him. Fans dissected every line, searching for hidden messages. Lyrics like, "I walk alone where friends won't go, carrying burdens only shadows know," became an anthem for those who believed Q50 was fighting a lonely battle against impossible odds. But even in the darkest moments, a glimmer of hope appeared. Some close to Q50 say that he was working on a documentary to tell his side of the story. A raw and honest look at everything that had happened since Lil Jeff's death. The project was said to include exclusive interviews, never-before-seen footage, and confessions that could finally clear the air. Whether this documentary will ever see the light of day remains uncertain, but fans are eager for answers. As the story unfolded, the fan community became a battleground. Some fans sided with Q50, believing he was a victim of circumstance and media manipulation. Others sided with Lil Jeff's family, demanding justice and transparency. Forums and social media pages turned into war zones, with heated debates, conspiracy theories, and wild speculation dominating conversations. It seemed like everyone had an opinion, and no one was willing to back down. Through it all, one thing remained clear. Q50 was trapped in a perfect storm of grief, guilt, suspicion, and betrayal. Every step he took was scrutinized, every word twisted. The man who once stood beside Lil Jeff as a brother was now fighting to survive in a world that had turned against him. And just when it seemed like the drama couldn't get any thicker, a shocking new twist was about to emerge, a twist that would change everything and leave everyone questioning what was real and what was just a cruel game. Just when everyone thought they had a grip on the situation, a new bombshell dropped that turned the entire narrative upside down. An anonymous source leaked a series of private texts between Q50 and Lil Jeff from the days leading up to his death. The messages painted a picture far different from what the public had seen, full of tension, anger, and cryptic warnings that something was seriously wrong. Fans were stunned. It was as if Lil Jeff was reaching out for help, but no one was really listening. The texts revealed arguments over money, trust, and loyalty. One message from Lil Jeff read, "They're watching us, Jeff. Be careful who you trust." Another from Q50 sounded defensive. "I'm trying to keep us safe, but you gotta stop pushing people away." This back and forth exposed a fractured friendship beneath the public image of unity, hinting that the cracks were wider and deeper than anyone suspected. Fans and critics alike scrambled to decode the meaning behind these exchanges. Was Lil Jeff warning Q50 about enemies in their circle? Was Q50 trying to protect him but failing? Or was there something darker? Maybe betrayal from the inside? The theories exploded online, with influencers and bloggers dissecting every word, fueling speculation that the tragedy was anything but accidental. The leak put Q50 on the defensive. In a rare public statement, he said, "The messages don't tell the whole story. Jeff and I had our differences, sure, but we were family. What happened to him haunts me every day." But despite the heartfelt words, many fans remained skeptical, feeling that Q50 was still hiding the truth. Meanwhile, the family drama hit another fever pitch when Moni, Lil Jeff's sister, released a scathing open letter addressed to Q50. In it, she accused him of silencing the truth and betraying the family's trust. Her letter called on Q50 to finally come clean about what he knew. The letter went viral, sparking a frenzy of reactions. Some praising Monet's bravery, others condemning her for airing dirty laundry publicly. This public confrontation pushed Q50 into a corner. Sources say he felt isolated and desperate, unsure who he could trust. He started pulling away from everyone, even his closest friends, an insider said. It was like he was carrying a weight no one else could see. As the tension mounted, rumors swirled that Q50 was planning a major reveal, something that could change the story forever. But before he could make that move, an unexpected ally emerged, Rhea, Q50's ex-girlfriend, who shocked everyone by reaching out to Moni privately. Despite their past, Rhea urged Moni to consider that Q50 might be telling the truth about his innocence. "We need to stop fighting and start finding answers," Rhea reportedly said in a message that was later leaked online. This surprising attempt at peace added a new twist to the fractured relationship surrounding Lil Jeff's death. However, peace remained elusive. The drama took a darker turn when the mysterious figure, Taylor, who claimed to have been Lil Jeff's confidant, released a cryptic video online. In the video, Taylor hinted at a dangerous secret and suggested that someone close to both Lil Jeff and Q50 was involved in a cover-up. The video didn't name names, but implied that the truth was being buried, and that exposing it could put lives at risk. Fans went wild trying to guess who Taylor was talking about. Some pointed fingers at Big V, others suspected DeAndre or even Q50 himself. The tension between the key players intensified, with social media turning into a battleground of accusations, defenses, and heated debates. Then, out of nowhere, Q50's music dropped a new single titled Broken Bonds, a raw and emotional track that seemed to respond directly to the chaos swirling around him. The lyrics talked about trust shattered, friends turning into enemies, and the pain of loss. In one powerful line, Q50 rapped, "When the ones you love hide the knives behind their smiles, what's left to fight for?" Fans and critics alike saw the song as a window into Q50's mind, tormented, vulnerable, and searching for redemption. But as the drama played out publicly, behind the scenes things were heating up even more. Sources revealed that Q50 had been secretly meeting with investigators, providing information that could lead to new breakthroughs in the case. While details were scarce, insiders hinted that Q50 was cooperating more than anyone realized, hoping to finally clear his name and bring justice for Lil Jeff. This cooperation shocked many, especially Lil Jeff's family, who were still deeply distrustful. Monet publicly questioned Q50's motives, accusing him of trying to save himself rather than help the family. The public feud between them continued to dominate headlines, making it harder for anyone to find common ground. Add to this the resurfacing of an old dispute involving a financial scandal. Leaked documents suggested that there were unresolved money issues tied to Lil Jeff's estate, money that Q50 was rumored to have had control over at some point. The revelation reignited accusations that Q50 had exploited Lil Jeff's death for personal gain. Q50 denied all claims, calling the leaks smear tactics designed to distract from the real issues. Meanwhile, the pressure took a toll on Q50's mental health. Friends worried he was on the brink of collapse. One close confidant revealed he was barely sleeping, paranoid, constantly looking over his shoulder. The weight of grief and guilt was crushing him. At one point, Q50 reportedly checked himself into a rehab facility for mental health support, a move that surprised many, but also showed how serious the situation had become. The media frenzy intensified when a leaked police report surfaced, mentioning a key witness who had changed their testimony multiple times. Speculation ran wild that this witness was someone from Q50's inner circle, adding more layers to the web of lies and deception. The identity of the witness was never confirmed, but the report fueled conspiracy theories and further divided the community. Amidst this chaos, a small moment of humanity shone through. During a surprise public appearance at a charity event for youth music programs, Q50 broke down on stage while talking about Lil Jeff. "He was my brother," Q50 said, voice cracking. "Losing him broke me, but I'm trying to find my way back." Fans who witnessed the moment shared clips online, showing a raw and vulnerable side of Q50 that few had seen before. But the story was far from over. Just days after the charity event, a new video emerged online showing a late-night meeting between Q50, DeAndre, and an unknown third party. The footage was grainy but intense, with voices raised and heated words exchanged. Some viewers claimed they heard the word deal mentioned, sparking rumors that a secret arrangement was being made, perhaps to finally put the drama to rest, or maybe to hide even darker secrets. With every new revelation, the question on everyone's mind became clearer. What really happened the night Lil Jeff died? Was it an accident, a murder, or something else entirely? And where did Q50 fit into the tangled web of lies, loyalty, and betrayal? Fans, family, and friends waited anxiously for answers, knowing that the next chapter in this tragic saga could change everything. The late-night meeting video set the internet on fire. Fans dissected every second, replaying heated exchanges and trying to piece together what deal was being made. Speculation ran wild. Was Q50 trying to strike a secret truce with DeAndre? Or was there a deeper conspiracy at play? The mystery only added fuel to the already blazing fire. In the days that followed, Q50 vanished from the public eye entirely. No social media posts, no music drops, no interviews. Rumors swirled that he had gone into hiding, fearing for his safety. Insiders claimed that Q50 was overwhelmed by threats and betrayals from all sides. He felt like everyone was out to get him, said a close friend. He was trapped in a nightmare that wouldn't end. At the same time, Moni and DeAndre grew closer, united by their shared grief and distrust of Q50. Sources reported intense private meetings between them and Lil Jeff's legal team, strategizing on how to handle the estate and the growing chaos. Tensions between Q50 and the family reached an all-time high, with no sign of reconciliation in sight. Then came another shocking twist, a leaked recording of a heated phone call between Q50 and Big V. The audio was explosive. Voices raised, accusations flying. Big V accused Q50 of betrayal, while Q50 insisted he was innocent and begged Big V to back off. The call ended with Big V threatening to expose everything if Q50 didn't stop playing games. Fans were stunned. This was the first time Big V and Q50 had directly confronted each other publicly, and the hostility was undeniable. Many wondered if Big V was behind the darker forces supposedly targeting Lil Jeff, or if he was simply trying to stir the pot for his own gain. Amid the chaos, Rhea resurfaced with another bombshell. In an exclusive interview, she claimed that she had seen suspicious activity around the time of Lil Jeff's death. Shadowy figures, secret meetings, and people who didn't want the truth to come out. Rhea suggested that the situation was bigger than anyone realized, possibly involving people outside of the music scene. This revelation added a new layer of intrigue, hinting at corruption and danger far beyond what fans expected. Q50's silence continued, but his legal team announced that he was filing a lawsuit against several parties for defamation, including members of Lil Jeff's family and certain media outlets. The lawsuit accused them of spreading lies to ruin Q50's reputation. This legal battle promised to drag on for months, if not years, and threatened to keep the drama in the headlines indefinitely. Amid all the legal wrangling, Q50 quietly released a surprise mixtape titled Ashes, filled with raw, unfiltered emotions. The project was darker and more personal than anything he'd done before. In interviews promoting the mixtape, Q50 opened up about the pain of losing Lil Jeff, the betrayal he felt, and his struggle to find peace. Many critics praised the mixtape as a powerful artistic statement, while others saw it as a desperate attempt to control the narrative. The feud even spilled over into the fans. Online fan groups split into factions, some staunchly defending Q50, others siding with Lil Jeff's family. Heated arguments broke out daily on social media, with people accusing each other of being blind loyalists or opportunists. The fan community became a reflection of the larger chaos surrounding the tragedy, fractured and volatile. Then, just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any more complicated, a mysterious package arrived at a local news station. Inside was a flash drive labeled Truth. The contents, hours of raw video footage from a hidden camera placed near the scene of Lil Jeff's death. The footage showed people coming and going at odd hours, whispering conversations, and moments of tension that had never been made public before. The news station promised to review and release the footage carefully, warning viewers that it could change the story entirely. Anticipation and anxiety rippled through the community as everyone awaited this new chapter. Throughout this roller coaster, Q50's mental health remained fragile. Sources close to him described moments of deep despair, but also brief flashes of hope when he spoke about moving forward. A close friend said, "He's broken but not defeated. He wants to clear his name and heal, but it's a long road." As the weeks passed, speculation about Lil Jeff's death turned into a larger conversation about the dark side of the music industry. Jealousy, betrayal, and the toll of fame. Commentators and fans alike questioned how many secrets remained buried beneath the surface, waiting to explode. And then came the unexpected, a surprise reconciliation attempt. Reports emerged that Q50 and Monet had met privately in a neutral location. No one knew what was said, but insiders hinted at tentative steps toward forgiveness. While neither party confirmed the meeting publicly, the rumor gave fans a flicker of hope that the long-standing feud might finally find some peace. Yet, as this fragile truce seemed to take shape, the undercurrent of danger never fully disappeared. Threats continued to surface. Anonymous messages warned of more revelations, and both sides prepared for a potential legal and personal battle that could last indefinitely. The story of Q50 since Lil Jeff died was no longer just about grief and loss. It had become a saga of trust shattered, alliances broken, and a search for truth in a world full of shadows. With every new twist, the question remained: who can we really believe? And will justice ever be served? Fans and the community waited anxiously, eyes glued to every update, knowing that the next headline could change everything again. So here we are. After diving deep into the tangled, tragic, and twisted story of Q50 since Lil Jeff's death, what started as heartbreak turned into a storm of secrets, betrayals, and accusations that tore friendships and families apart. Fans have been left shocked and confused, emotions running high as the lines between truth and deception blur more with each new revelation. Q50's journey has been one of pain and struggle, haunted by grief, fighting rumors and trying to clear his name in the face of mounting suspicion. Meanwhile, Lil Jeff's family has battled their own demons. Torn between seeking justice and confronting painful betrayals, alliances have shifted, enemies emerged, and even those closest to them seem caught in a whirlwind of mistrust. But what's real? What's staged? And who will finally bring the truth to light? The leaked footage, secret meetings, shocking texts, and explosive interviews only raise more questions than answers. And as new twists continue to unfold, the saga remains far from over. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think really happened that night? Is Q50 a grieving brother fighting to survive, or is there more beneath the surface? Do you believe Lil Jeff's family, or is this all a dangerous game played by those desperate for power and control? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're dying to know your take. If you've been following this story and want to stay updated on every new development, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next in this jaw-dropping saga. Stay tuned, stay curious, and as always, keep it locked right here. We'll be back with more on this and all your favorite entertainment news.